could be lost.
This is where I show you how awesome it is. And it is. Except there's one minor holdup. Something they didn't tell me in the endless YouTube videos I watched, in the website of the company, DJI, for the Osmo Pocket. They fail to mention this, but you find out real quick once you get it. It comes with adapters, and they say for Android and for Apple. So you have to connect it here with one of the two adapters, for me Android, after you charge the battery, and I charge the battery, and you connect it and it goes to an app, which I already have on my phone because I've got I've had two other Osmo products. So you connect it and that registers this, and without registering through your telephone, through that app, this doesn't function. It doesn't do more than just turn on, which is pretty cool. See, it just kind of sets itself. Turn off. And right now, that's all I can do. Oh, well, of course I can put it into this spiffy case here that drops right in. It's got a little handle or a wrist strap. Still struggling with English. And I don't know if you can really see how small this is, but You know, compare it to a cell phone. Let's see if I can do this. How can I do this? Okay. This is a cell phone. This is the camera. And I don't have huge hands. Look how little this thing is. It's got a little screen on the back here. It's very tiny. It's maybe an inch. It's very tiny. But when I get this thing to operate, which is the sad part of this story, I'll show you. You know, what was it supposed to be? It was supposed to be doing this amazing, do it out of the box and charge it up and go out and take some video and show you, oh, look what I can do with this. But I think you can already see the advantage it's going to have when you're trying to be covert. You know, you put this up against the black shirt, which I won't be all hunched up like this, but you see it just, it'll kind of blend in and it doesn't really look like a camera. It's going to be very useful someday. Get in this case. Get in there. Okay, so it's in the case. And it really will fit in your pocket. This is really, like I say, it's just not very big. There. Okay. And again, why did I need that? Well, and it's got the amazing 3-axis gimbal, so when you're moving around, it's not all shaky and blurry and like that. This is my in-house camera. Now today I'm using a webcam because I wanted to do this. So this is my in-house camera. It's what I do interviews with. I occasionally will take it out for one reason or another. It's got a directional mic on here, and it's got a viewfinder here, and it's quite a good camera. It works great, but it's not something, again, I don't know if you can see the scale of it, but it's pretty good size and pretty good weight, actually. It's pretty hefty. And it's not something you're just going to go out and walk around the street with. I mean, not if you've got any kind of brain in your head. So, yeah, my hair's still not dry. What do you think? Longer or shorter? Okay, so that's the amazing camera that I cannot use. Oh, did I fail to mention why I can't use it? The connector here for the Android phone is USB Type-C, and my phone being a Samsung S7, they didn't go to the USB Type-C until S8. So in 2017, when this phone was new, you got the original style micro USB, and the S8 that came out in 2018, last year, that's when you got the Type-C. So I could go out and spend many hundreds of dollars, or I can look up the solution and order the solution. So I have another order coming in. I'm going to put it up here on my green screen. And that adapter is what hopefully is going to make this work. Once it's registered, you're done. You're home free. You can use the app for adjustments or as a second window, but you don't need to worry about it after that. I went ahead and ordered, there's a wireless base and a thumb screw. I don't know to pan up and down or left and right. I don't know why it doesn't come with that. It should, but it doesn't. So as long as I had to get that thing under because of the shipping, I got those in also. The good news is well, the bad news, another $127 in total, or 121. I don't know. I couldn't tell through the tears. But the good news is the tax for Colombia was $8. So that's where we are with the camera. So when do these items come in? They're telling me Friday. Today is, for me it's Tuesday, for you it's Wednesday, because this has to be my Wednesday morning video since I have no real video to go out with. I did get a couple clips over the past few weeks that I'm going to put in here just so you have something to look at. And the one showing the unboxing was this monstrosity pointing down. So that's where we're at. I don't know if you can see. Look on that second floor, if you can see under it. I'll try to lighten this up with software. But it was asked, I spoke about construction Ecuador and showed videos of it, where it's basically, it's mostly brickwork, concrete on some taller buildings. But here, people have seen the outside and they say, well, it's the same thing. But if you could see this, you'll see an extensive ironwork of girders underneath that concrete. It'll be on the second floor, the third floor. Plus, you get a very organized, a lot of steel, which is very different than the steel rods that you see in the Ecuador construction. This is actually a part of the flexibility for earthquake. And you'll see how packed they are, how organized they are. So that's where we're at. Now, I was asked by a few people about how do you get it, and if things are shipped to you, does it come to you to your address? You have to go pick it up somewhere. Somebody said, well, why do you have to go to Pereira? Aha, see, there is no FedEx or DHL in Armenia. Okay. No. First of all, the shipping is coming through Amazon's Global. And what they do is they contract out to, depending on the country, to various shipping companies. Avianca, Colombia's main airline, also has a shipping company. So Amazon ships it, got to Miami. Miami loaded it into Avianca's facility. They put it, they did the tracking and all of that kind of stuff, put it on Avianca airplane. They flew it to Bogota and then flew it to Pereira. They didn't bring it to Armenia. The main depot is in Pereira. And from there, because we're so close, they just bring it in truck. They deliver all over Pereira and come to Armenia. It's just all part of the route. So the shipping company is actually Avianca. Now it's a special setup with Amazon, so I have no idea, what the norm is on that. But DHL and FedEx do exist right here, and I got a clip of it. Let me show you that. New business moving in. Interesting the way they marketing and branding is a thing here. They did a nice job on that. That building stands out. But somebody said, is there DHL? Well, there you go. And so when they do bring it, this Avianca, the global shipping from Amazon, when they do bring it, they brought it right to the building. They would have brought it up to my apartment, but apparently the guard, he just decided he would put it in the desk. So I had to go out and pay my water bill, which I am upset about. But I had to go pay my water bill, and I told him that I'm waiting for a box to come. It's coming from Amazon. It's very important. Might say Avianca on it. He goes, oh, wait a minute. So he pulls out the desk. It's been there all morning. So, oh, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me know. about my water. As a matter of fact, it was not a good day. So let me tell you about my day. So I get the camera and I can't use it. All right, so I already explained that. Prior to that, they turned my water off. Now, I received my bill late through the building. They just handed it to me. I got it last Friday. The cutoff date was today, Tuesday. So I said, well, great. Well, they're not open over the weekend. You know, by the time I got it Friday, it was too late. Not open over the weekend, so I will go Monday. So I'm actually going out the door to my apartment. This big burly guy comes up and he tells me he's going to shut my water off. I said, well, why are you doing that? It's not even time. You know, that's tomorrow. And I said, I didn't even get the thing until Friday. I don't care. And he gave me this sour look and he just turned the water off. Well, you know, there's one everywhere. So I get in a taxi and I run down to the water thing, and plus side, huge line, gigantic line, except for me, there was no line because anybody over 65 or anybody handicapped, and I don't normally pay attention, but I looked at that line and I looked at that sign and I go, I'm here. So I go up and somebody goes from the other line and guard looks at me and he asked me, are you old enough? And so I showed him my ID and he goes, oh, okay, and he laughed. I don't know why it was funny. So then I go. So I asked the lady, I said, why would you turn my water off? It's not even late, you know, and the turn off isn't even till tomorrow. But, you know, it's like, you didn't even send me the bill. It'll be back on tomorrow. She didn't care. She says, I'll be back on tomorrow. Because what's she going to do, really? She's just a cashier taking the money. She looked in the computer, said it'll be on tomorrow. And it was on today, which was tomorrow yesterday. It was on about 6:30 in the morning. So that was pretty good. And I knew it was on because I had turned the sink on and forgot to turn it off, and it was out there filling up. So, okay, so bad camera, turned my water off. The third thing that was just pretty aggravating was I had to go to Olympica to pick up a few things, and I ended up getting a few more things than I planned. I got this big watermelon. It was on sale. I love watermelon. So I had some pretty heavy things. And so instead of getting the plastic bags, which some of the things would rip out, I got these, you pay like 10 cents and you get these, they're almost like canvas bags. So first I want to get this one bag. It's bigger. I could get two of those and it's pretty big. He said, oh, you can't, you're not a client. And I said, what do you mean I'm not a client? I've been shopping here for a year and, you know, look at your conveyor belt. You know, I'm a client. Well, let me go check. And so this particular branch, they're knuckleheads. The branch close to my house, I don't ever have this problem. Give them the 10 cents, they give me the bag. So then they decide they can give me the smaller bag. And somebody actually had to do it on their own courtesy card or something. I never signed up for the courtesy card. So she puts a couple bags up there, and I'm thinking I'll probably need three. And she, you know, and she said, and I said that, and she said, well, we can, if we need it, we'll get it. Okay, sounds cool. So she loads it up. We need the third bag, so she pulls the third bag out. So I go to the checkout. In this one, they've got the phony receipt checkers. So I'm leaving the store, and he stops me along with everybody else, and he's looking at the receipt. And he says, you were only charged for 2 bags, but you got 3. So he tells me I got to go back. I'm steaming now. But you keep your cool, you know, so I go back, and the manager came over, and he had seen what had gone on earlier, what had transpired earlier, and he took the receipt and he just initialed it and told me to go back and so they let me out. It was just one of those days where, you know, it's like one domino falls and goes another one, goes another one. You know, it's rough living in paradise, but sometimes you just gotta tough it out. Got a few more clips I'm going to run for you. I don't know where else to put them, so we'll just call this bits and pieces. I hope you enjoy them. It may be all I have until come this weekend, so I'll see you Sunday.